Oh no, I think the show I did before those, the maximum capacity was like 600. So there was
Wow.
probably like 200 uh when I was playing.
Yeah, damn.
So it was a
That's
big
crazy.
jump. Yeah.
Yeah, how many shows was it?
It was, how many did I do? I did four? I think I did four.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did four because I wasn't able to do the second half.
Damn. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That was just for personal stuff, hey?
I got sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lucky.
and
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
couldn't
there'll be another opportunity.
couldn't physically perform.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, it does. But I think I'm
So,
still doing one in June with Allison
oh yeah, right. Where's that at?
in Berkeley.
Oh wow, yeah, that'll be
So I'm
really
still doing
cool.
that one in June, I believe. I think so. I don't know. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've just released Escape, bro. That's absolutely amazing. The song bangs. Congratulations,
Thank you.
bro. Like,
No,
how
thank
did
you.
that collaboration come about? Like, did you hit up Harley, or did he get in contact with you?
No, I did not message him. I think I was just like, I think I was at the airport or something, and I got a message from that just said it said Flume wants to send you a message. I'm like, what? Or like Flume sent you a message, and I was like, your beats are rad. I think it was, is what he said.
Um,
I'm like,
man, what
what?
was that feeling like?
I looked at it. I was like, because at the time when he messaged, I think his name was just um he just got like the at that was just at Flume on Instagram, and I was like, wait, isn't it Flume Music? But then I looked, I'm like, oh, that's him. Um, and
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. So I saw that message and I was like, okay. Uh, I don't really know what to think right now because I'm
yeah,
like,
right.
that's crazy.
So you guys have been
Like,
talking for a while then.
yeah, we've been talking for at this point maybe like 3 years,
Damn, yeah.
2.5 maybe.
So is Escape something that you wrote back then?
Escape is something like the main uh like I guess core idea was just a random thing I made. I think it was 2019 in like October or something. Or no, it might have been earlier. It might have been May 2019. Just like the lead synth thing, like the melody and the sound.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
so that was a while
when
ago.
did Kuchka and Harley get on board?
I think that wasn't until I just had it laying around for a while, and then I think it wasn't until 2020. So it wasn't that long. It was like a year, but yeah, it was 2020, uh, and then even after that, then it's now just come out now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because
So it
you used to be a bit of like a you used to be involved in the Flume's Reddit as well, and now like you're on
yeah.
his album and seeing that, like, how does that make you feel?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's kind of just crazy. I don't even really know like what to
Yeah,
say about it. But it's yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but if you just even hear that sentence of just like, or if you're just someone who makes music, let's say you make music and you really like his music, just imagine imagine working with him and then being on his album. It feels the same as how it sounds. I feel like
Yeah,
yeah, it's really strange. It doesn't feel like it actually happened.
yeah. Like it'd be pretty insane looking at the Coachella main stage and seeing some of your music being played. Like I can't even imagine that feeling.
Yeah, that was crazy too. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was in like a hotel, like waiting for a flight to go home, uh, and I was like, wait, I got to see this live stream. So I watched. I think the live stream might have been later than when it actually happened, but I saw it, and I was like, that's also something that's like I don't even know how to feel about
Yeah,
that. Like that's
that's pretty
also
insane.
unreal feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Did you
And
know
there's
he
so
was
many
going to play
people
Escape?
there. Oh, what'd you say?
Did you know that he was going to play Escape like on the day?
Yeah, he told me that it was in his set, but it's definitely different, like seeing that many people there and then hearing it play.
Yeah, yeah, for
Like
sure.
I always kind of get a weird thing where, like whenever I listen to something I make, I'm I don't know, like I feel like I'm really critical of it, so it feels like it's not like I don't know. Whenever there's something I've worked on and I hear it like anywhere, to me it sounds like I don't know what word to use, but it sounds like cheaper than other music. I
Right.
don't
Yeah.
know, like there's something about it where when you know how it's made, it
Right. Like
seems
you can
not
hear the
like
layers and that kind of thing.
yeah, like it doesn't sound uh I don't know, like I listen to other people's music, I'm like that's crazy sounding. But when I feel like when you know how you made it,
Mm.
it's it sounds like familiar to the point where it sounds like cheap to you. Um, but yeah, so hearing it at Coachella was like I worked on that, and I know how that was made, and it seemed like I don't know, it seemed out of place almost like hearing your own music at a place that big.
Yeah.
Also, the
Yeah.
same thing when I do live shows, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like hearing it
That's
play is like
nuts.
weird to me.
Yeah. Man,
Just like
that'd be
hearing
sick.
hearing music I've made in front of that many people, like, oh no, all these people gotta have to they're they have to be subjected to that music playing that loud in their ears.
No way. Everyone loves it, man. No way. Um, yeah. So, like, speaking of stuff you've made, bro, you dropped Dawn a couple months back, and the entire thing is absolutely insane.
Hmm.
Do you mind providing like a little bit of insight on how it came together and maybe like the length of it as well?
Oh, the length. Oh, what about the length
Like,
of
I'm
it?
pretty sure you said a little bit ago that you wanted to make something that people could come back to.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, making it was took like I think like the lead that is Escape that now is Escape um was one of the demos that was going to be on that album um originally. So that was going to be one of them, and it was kind of like I was like because I made a good portion of the album a while ago, and then I sat on it for a while and I kept listening to it, and then I don't know, just after a while that version of it I just didn't feel like it held together really well. I don't know, or like it
Right.
just wasn't my favorite. So I ended
So
up cutting a lot of it and then just like starting again kind of. But some of them I think Myriad, what else? Myriad, High Like This, uh, and I think Windmaker, I think it is. A few of them were on the original and carried over. Um, but it took about like 2 years or something to make,
Damn.
and not all of the tracks, but a majority of the tracks I also mixed. Um, so that took even longer because I had to mix like a lot of the stuff on it. And
Yeah.
I feel like that, like mixing your own stuff, like while you're mixing your own stuff, you have to keep listening to stuff you've already made. And then you're like, I want to be making music right now, but I have to just work on existing stuff and mix stuff. So it kind of like, it, I don't know, it becomes hard after a while to do that kind of thing. But
Right.
yeah, I finally finished it, and I don't know, it was kind of like there's a lot of tracks on it, but um, there was more that I chose from to get to those like 30 tracks. So um, it seems like a lot of tracks, but there was more that I had to like cut off that were I was like they're not that good.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Wow. So there were way
but
more than the 30 that
there was
ended up on the
a
album.
little bit more. There wasn't that much more, but it was like I'm gonna remove everything I think's not like good or like essential to be on it.
Yeah.
Um, but I kind of just wanted to uh, like make something where maybe you don't like listening to the whole thing because it's probably too long. Uh, but depending on like what type of like everyone's gonna like a certain type of track that an artist makes more than the other stuff that they make. Say like you might like some of like the drum bass stuff that one artist makes, but you don't really like their I don't know another genre they make. Um, so it was kind of just a lot of stuff that was put on it to that I also thought was good. That wasn't just putting a bunch of stuff just for to make it long. Um, so then people could kind of pick out which tracks of it they liked the most and kind of made their own version of the album, kind of, or like just saved the ones they liked. So it's
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
like there's a bit for every like taste of music that someone has when they listen to it. Or maybe not every taste, because there's probably people that won't like any of it. But it was kind of it was stuff that I thought was good, but also enough variety to for like something for everyone.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, because it's absolutely sick and is the best
It's a
like
very long
overall
album.
album. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. And but
Very
every
long.
track is so insane. I don't know how you did it.
Well,
But yeah.
like I tried to cut it down as much as possible, so you didn't listen to it and think like. I mean, I think some people think because I have read some Reddit things about it, um, and some people definitely think that there's filler on it, but I did really try to remove anything that I thought would have sounded like filler from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's all
Well, I
stuff
don't.
that I
I don't
think is, in my opinion, each track is something that I'm happy with, or as happy as you can be with your music after listening to it for like 2 years.
yeah, yeah. Well, every song, like I said, is amazing. So there's
Well, thank
nothing.
you.
I don't think there's any fillers on there at all. But let's jump
Thank
into some questions from the people.
All
So
right.
here's one from D-Pate. What are your favorite sound design techniques?
Oh, um, I don't know. Um, there's nothing specifically. Uh, I really don't know. Like sound design's really confusing to me. Um, and I also feel like I have ADHD. So whatever is the like quickest way to make something sound cool is what I'll do,
Right.
no matter what it is. So if it's like you have like a basic sounding bass, but just put a bunch of like random distortions on it and like EQs and stuff, rather than like doing it in the synth. If that's faster, then I'll probably do that. But
Right.
if it's faster to just like, or like loading up like a preset or something, then editing the preset is another thing. But I think my newest favorite thing is probably tape distortion more
Okay.
than soft clipping, because I've used a lot of soft clipping, but uh, I really like how tape distortion sounds now. So like tape distortion on anything, like especially drums, sounds really nice in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
maybe that, or oh, one. This is kind of like a weird one that maybe not everyone uses, but if you have a like a convolution reverb where you can insert your own noise profile, you can take like a short drum sample or like any sort of like short sample or like percussion usually, and put a noise profile of another sample in there, and it will add a reverb onto that drum, but the reverb sounds like the other sample. So you can kind of create like a weird layer of two drum samples.
Yeah.
Um, or running your mic through it and putting an 808 in convolution reverb as the noise profile. Then you can like beatbox and make like bass beat.
That's insane. Like, who even thinks of that? I don't know.
uh, I think I just was like, oh, you can drag things in here. Can I drag a? Usually, whenever I figure out something new, it's like, oh, can I put an 808 in this? That's always what I go to.
I think I hear that in some of the tracks now, actually.
Yeah, High Like This is just an 808 and a granulizer played at the beginning really low, and then in the second half played really high to make the chords.
Yeah, right. Ah, that's sick.
So that song's like 80% 808s.
Yeah, right.
The main thing is just an 808, and then there's an 808 under that 808. It's just a bunch of
um,
808s.
Here's one from Jack, our lovely admin Jack. Hi. It's you, Kutchker and Flume, and Damon Alban are in a car. Who is
Uh
driving? Who has the aux? Who is navigating? And who is in charge of snacks?
huh. Wait, how many people are in the car?
So there's four
Who's in the
total.
car?
There's there's you, there's
Uh huh.
Kutchka,
Uh huh.
Flume, and Damon
Yeah.
Alba.
Okay.
Big gorillas, man.
David would be doing. And wait, what are we controlling?
So you got driving, the aux, navigating,
Yeah.
and charge of the snacks.
Navigating. Um. Oh, I don't know. Well, last time I met with Harley, we drove in his car for a little bit. So I would say he's driving.
Mhm.
Um. Knowing me, I'd probably be in charge of the snacks. Um.
Mm. The others.
Yeah, I'd bring yerbas and Takis and jalapeno Cheetos and uh, there's these and Wiley Wallabies, the licorice, all the all the best snacks, and then like oh, and then I don't want to keep just listing snacks. Uh,
So we've got orcs and navigating.
we got aux and navigation now.
Yeah. These are the answers that people want to hear. That's what they're here
Okay,
for. They want to know.
David's from the gorillas. Are
Yeah.
gorillas are good at making sounds, right?
Hmm.
Or
Yeah.
they're good at I don't know. He would be in charge of the aux, I guess, because gorillas can make sounds. I've never seen a gorilla navigate somewhere.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty good at going through trees. So
Oh, can gorillas do they know how to read maps? There's some smart ones, right?
oh man, there's some smart ones. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a gorilla could know how to plug in an aux cable.
Yeah.
I know he's not actually one, but
Yeah, yeah, that might help. That might help him a bit.
but you could do an aux. So I guess Kuchka could do the navigation, maybe with either a phone or a real paper map, or
Mm.
or just knowing, like, just sensing the right direction. Wait, where are we going?
That's a great question, actually. You're driving from.
Uh-huh.
Let's go. You're just going straight from LA to Palm Springs. You're going straight to Coachella.
Oh, going straight. Isn't that just a straight line?
Yeah, yeah. That's
So we
why I
don't really
think
need
that's why I
anybody
think
doing
the
anything.
gorillas can like Damon can navigate because there's not a lot of like effort needed from the gorilla. You know what I mean?
All I know is that I would definitely be in charge of snacks. That's the only thing I know for certain.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Everything else is just my opinion of where they would be in the car. I
Gotcha.
can't
Yeah.
drive. I definitely would be driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Harley's definitely
Or
driving.
maybe I could
And
try it out. It's a straight road.
yep. We'll see. Maybe next year this can be a thing. But so another one from Quiet River. So very
Okay.
similar to Quiet Bison there.
Uh,
What synth plugins did you use, and was it hard making the sound design for the track Escape?
Escape. The lead synth was very easy to make. It was I think I don't know if this was the exact thing I did, but I think it was definitely in silent. And I think what I did was it was Saw, I think. Maybe a little bit of Q pulse, but I think it was mostly Saw. And then I added um the little envelope like that you can link the envelope that you can link to like pitch and cut off. In the bottom I put like a short decay and a short sustain. And I put a cutoff so it like low passes down just a little bit. And then a pitch thing that was I think going left. So it kind of made like a weird like pitch ramping up sound, but really quickly. So it made it sound
Right.
like it's like in silent. One of the first things I learned how to do in silence was add a pluck sound to the beginning of a synth, and you just do that, but then turn the pitch envelope to the right, and it adds like a. But if you do the opposite, it adds like a like a weird attack thing.
Ah, okay.
So it
Right.
was
So was
that,
that
and then I think I added a vowel effect on it. It might have been either the kilohertz vowel effect or the effector vowel effect in FL.
right? So this was a patch that you made from scratch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right. That's dope.
that was one of the few sounds because I don't. I mean, I usually do like pretty simple lead sound design. Like the leads are usually pretty simple on most songs. It's usually just like soul and then maybe something layered with it. But
Yeah, right.
um,
Just crank the detune knob and you're all good.
either detune or just like create a like side like not a side chain, a gate, and then like just put a bunch of crap in it and then gate it all together, and that might work.
Right.
That's usually what I do. I just put a bunch of crap in like the timeline, and then I like gate it all together and make like weird like flux with it.
Yeah, right. Here's one from Felamos, bit of an OG here.
Yeah.
Do you like pineapple on pizza? It's a controversial
Uh,
topic. What are Bison's thoughts on this one?
uh, I usually don't, but I bet there's probably pizza somewhere that would have pineapple on it that I would like. Although I haven't ordered it in so long that maybe I do like it. I don't know. I just remember I
So,
didn't.
not a big pizza person, or just not a big pineapple person?
No, I mean, I think, well, I actually, I haven't had that much pizza recently, actually.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know. Probably not. Like I've only had it,
Fair
I think
enough. Fair enough.
I had it once like yesterday, and then before that it was like a week or something. That's not that. I guess that's kind of often.
Yeah, it's kind of a regular thing.
Just once a week's kind of often. But before that, it was like before that, the last time I had pizza was like a month or something.
Wow. Okay.
But I
Got to get
usually
back on
just
it.
get pepperoni.
Right. So, okay. Pepperoni man. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I'm usually just a pepperoni fan.
That's fair.
I'm not. I
That is
really
fair.
most foods I don't like. I don't know. I just really don't like anything that's complicated.
Hmm.
So whenever I order something, I usually just get the same thing I always get. So I usually
Right.
just get. I also feel like pepperoni is a good way to judge when you're trying a new pizza place. If you try the pepperoni, that's usually a
Yeah,
good
it's like
judge.
the standard. It's like the standard of
Yeah,
the
because
place.
cheese is like you don't know if it's cheese. There's not a lot. Like that's just cheese and sauce and bread. But if you add a topping to it, it shows, all right, can they add toppings onto it without it being like watery or something?
No grease and that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if it's really greasy, that's also a I don't know, that's also something I can't stand.
Mm, yeah,
So
you
I don't
gotta
know.
at least feel like you're eating something
To
healthy.
not dodge the question of do I like pineapple on pizza? Um, well, I guess this is still dodging, but maybe if it's good, if it's a good
Maybe.
place, then I feel like someone can do it well. I just might
Okay,
not have had it in a while.
fair
So
enough.
I don't know. I
All
think
right.
good pineapple pizza exists.
Nick T says, "What's your
Yeah.
favorite track from Dawn, and which one took the longest to produce?"
Oh. Well, the one that took the longest to produce was I think highlight this. That took like in total probably that took like 2 years. Like that track was something I was working on like the whole like pre-album, and then like during working on the album, that was the main one I was always going back to. Um, and I don't know. I think I worked on it so much that when it came out, I was kind of tired of it. But now looking back, I think like the amount of time I put into like getting it just right was worth it. I think because like especially just the mixing on it uh, took. I think the mixing alone, because I'm not that great at mixing. It like I feel like if you're not that great at something, you can be great at it. You just have to take really long to be to do the result that is great.
Right.
So for mixing, I was like, I'm not good at this, and if I was good at this, I could do it in like 2 days. But since I wasn't good at it, it took like 6 months to mix and master that.
Damn.
And then there was a deadline, like a cutoff deadline, where it's like, you can't work on this anymore. We have to have it now, or the whole album's pushed back. I'm like, oh no. So I had to submit. I was up for like 70, or not 70 hours. I was up for 40 hours, and like 40, I think 44 hours is what it was. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like how this sounds. This is awful. I'm like, it's just too loud. It's like, um, I don't know. I thought it was like sounded really bad. But I'm like, the deadline's now. I have to submit it. So I submitted it. Uh, and I was like, oh no. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, oh, it's not that bad actually. And then I think I didn't listen to it for like 2 months or something. And then I listened to it like 2 months later in the car. And I was like, oh, this is actually like pretty good sounding. Like mix wise, I think it turned out pretty well. So that one was definitely the longest and most like, because I didn't want to mess up the song and make it really like bad, because that was an important song to me.
Right.
But that one was definitely the longest. And favorite would probably be either Blight uh, or the one that's uh, the 6969691, which originally was supposed to be 3 cancer symbols, but those show up as emojis on Spotify, so I couldn't do that.
What, just like the squares, or like?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
gonna
like,
be that cancer symbol that, because on Windows it looked fine, or on like
yeah.
SoundCloud it looked fine, and it like linked them together, so it looked like a continuous like symbol. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Ah.
And then once you put it on like Spotify, it looks like 3 purple emojis. I'm like, that's the ugliest looking song title ever.
Stupid. Yeah.
So it had to be 3 6 9s, which was not the intended meaning originally, but some people the title now is definitely a different people will interpret it different than what it was originally supposed to be.
Well, it's just an upside down QB, in my opinion. So
Yeah, it's an inverted QB.
that's right. Yeah.
Or I mean, inverted QB is just like yin yang.
Ah. Yeah, that is true.
Yin
This is
yang, or I guess the cancer symbol also was kind of like, oh, cancer symbol works with the kind of as an inverted QB thing, but also looked like chainmail visually when they were linked together.
Yeah, right.
And I'm also born in July, so it's also my uh, sign. But I don't
Okay.
know that much about astrology.
Yeah, not a big star sign person?
And, I don't know that much about it.
Okay.
I just don't know, because I don't actually know what time I was born. So, uh, so I don't know. I don't know if I can figure out what my thing is. I'll figure it out. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm.
I'm an asparagus, so it's all good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think I'm a. What am I? I'm a. What's it called? A carrot corn?
Yeah, yeah.
A carrot corn.
I think it's meant to be like maybe we should be besties or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Whole
Whole veggie family.
yeah,
Um, Here's one from Blubs. If you were a wrestler, what would your
uh-huh.
entrance theme be?
Oh. Um. What would my entrance theme be? I don't know. What would be a good? This one might be kind of cheesy,
Mm.
but what if I walked out and uh, the Bob Marley song "Buffalo Soldier" started playing?
Mm.
Or is that insensitive?
I
I
don't
don't know what
know.
that song's about.
You might have to get management approval on that one, but
Oh,
well,
okay. Um, maybe what else? The John Cena theme song.
yeah, I was gonna
Use
say
his theme
that's a classic.
just steal his theme song, but then uh, like when it's announcing my name, have the same voice that's announcing the John Cena name, but then just put a text to speech to put my name over it.
Yeah, and it's like instead of "you can't see me" is like his thing because you're quiet
Yeah,
by. It's like
you can
you
see me.
can't hear. It's like you can't hear
Oh,
me.
you can hear me. What if I
No.
just said you can see me?
That would be legendary. We'll set it up. Celebrity boxing
Yeah,
match. You, Harley, and I don't know,
and
um,
get
and me. I'll do it.
and you. We got to get four though. We got to get at
Oh well,
two
we
on
can
two.
just. That's where you guys can be driving. You guys, it can be you,
Oh,
Kuchka,
we're
Damon
driving,
Albarn,
we're driving to the wrestling
Flume,
match.
driving to the boxing match. Yeah,
Oh, a boxing match.
done.
Wait,
Or wrestling.
wrestling or boxing?
Wrestling. Sorry, that is my
We're
bad.
wrestling with boxing gloves on, so we're doing both.
Yeah, I think Nave the Pope just said in the chat John Cena song QB remix. So get on that. um,
I'll have to do that. I'll have to post a snippet on Instagram or something. I'll have to do a John Cena remix.
that would be legendary.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
crazy.
someone Pig here said, Bison, what were you doing here before you started music in terms of work?
Oh, nothing. I just started doing music, and then that kind of like worked out, I guess. Because when uh, for instance, when I first met Harley, I was 18.
Right. Wow.
So I like just got out of high school. Um, so yeah, I hadn't had a job yet. Um, but I think someone asked what would I be doing if wasn't doing music as like a job. Um, I don't know. Maybe like I really don't think I'm that like good at anything else. So it'd probably be some sort of job that's like really like low skill level. I don't know what it'd be. It'd be like, or no, it'd be a job that um I probably would have done something like worked at like a in like food service or something where I would have to talk to people because I always thought about like, oh, I'd be better socially if I just was like it was my job to be social, like
Hmm.
a waiter or something, or like a barista or something. So probably
Right.
that, but there's nothing else I really think I'm that like good at other than music.
Well, yeah, like you've made it now. You don't even need to worry about it. Like,
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, barista, I guess, is what it what I would have been.
big
But
coffee
I
fan.
didn't have any job beforehand. But I've always thought about I really like Chipotle. I've thought about like what if I got a job at Chipotle for like a month or something and just learned how they made the food and then quit and just made it for myself.
Steal it all. Yeah,
Yeah.
steal
No,
just
not
bags
steal
of
it, but
sauces and
no, I'm not gonna steal it from the restaurant, but just like yeah, learn how it's made so then I can go home and make it.
Hmm.
Because that would be crazy. Like learn just going getting a job just to learn how to make it. But no, I
Someone
didn't have
here said, "How do you deal with the creative block?" And that was by Ariel.
to. Ooh. Um hmm. I mean usually I would think usually just taking a break is a good idea when you have a really bad creative block. Um, because yeah, usually if you just take a break or like travel or just change something up that you're doing to kind of have new experiences that may either change your outlook or just inspire you in some way, that's helpful. But that I feel like that doesn't always work. Although recently, for like probably like 2 months or something, I've had a really bad writer's block,
Right.
and it was only like until recently when I started traveling just for like fun that I was like, oh, I'm getting some ideas. I might want to like try some things because I haven't made music in a while. Um, and like even if you just go around like a city or something and hear music playing places that's not the kind of music you would listen to, sometimes I feel like either like melodically or like even rhythmically, there will be things that you'll hear that will be like, oh, I'm gonna try that, or like that's something I want to figure out how to like do that type of thing in a song. Um, but writer's block, if you're like not someone who makes music, if you do like another form of art, uh, I don't know. Maybe maybe the same thing with just traveling and like, or like if you don't have enough money to travel, like even just like,
Pitch
I
your
mean, it
tent
really
outside.
go outside, and even if you're just going on like a hike or something or in nature, I think there's, I do think there's value in just getting away from what's causing the stress of the writer's block, as far as like just stopping, like don't keep pushing if it's just like not getting anywhere. Take a step back and try to have some sort of experience that gives you a new, either refreshes you or gives you some sort of new outlook.
Hmm. We'll do a couple more because I know you got to run. Feel
Oh,
free
I
to
mean, I
scroll
can
through.
stay for a bit longer.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Awesome. Um, yeah, just feel free to scroll through some of the questions as well, and
Oh yeah,
um,
I'm on my phone, so uh,
right, gotcha.
it might be a little difficult because I didn't want to go on my laptop because that has a really bad mic.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't want to use uh, AirPods because those have a really bad mic too.
Right.
So I'm on my phone speaker, which I think is better, but that might not even be the best mic.
It's sounding pretty good. It's sounding pretty good. So
Oh, okay. Is it crispy?
yeah, it's nice and crisp. I can feel it
Oh,
through the sound.
okay.
Um,
You have a
we've got
subwoofer that's triggering?
yeah, yeah, massive sub, and it's just like yeah. I don't know where I was going with that one, but we've got any. This is from Eric WW66. Any new
Okay.
interesting plugins that you're into right now?
Um, I need to go on a new plugin uh scavenge or search because I haven't found that many good ones recently. Sometimes I'll like look at old lists and see like, all right, is there anything that was being used at one point but is now kind of like forgotten, or like I don't know, like there's one I've recently tried using uh the it's by Output. It's called Movement, I think it is. I've tried using that because it's like some weird gate thing. Um, because Output did Portal, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you use Portal a lot?
I've used it before, but I've never like found a way to actually make it sound good or sound like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I use it, it really confuses me. Um, so I just use like a stock granulizer in FL. Um, but no, there's one called Movement, which is probably like kind of where some of the stuff in Portal came from, or like some of the like the UI and stuff. Like the way it works is kind of like Portal, but it's just a gate. I'm like, I'm gonna try this out because maybe you can use like the older one to make something that sounds new.
Right.
But I haven't really found anything recently that I've like loved. I don't know. It's I've been in a spot where I feel like there aren't that many new plugins coming out, and there aren't that many more types of like plugin techniques that I've found recently that I like. Or like not techniques, but like I don't know, FM synthesis versus like granular stuff versus like additive synthesis, like those types of things. I feel like I've hit a point where I've either run out or just I maybe just need to look back through the stuff I already have.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but I was like the ones I like using the most, probably like Surge, which is a free one, Silent. Um, what else? Oh, Fracture's cool. That's another free one. Fracture. Um, just stock granulizer, whatever one you can use. Um, and then any sort of good delay plugin that you can find that has like a cool feedback knob on it is always what I like. Like like delay feedback, like weird metallic feedback is always really cool.
Yeah. Right. And is that through like a stock thing through FL?
No, I just mean any delay plugin where you can like
Ah, right. Yeah.
you can feedback it so much that it creates like a really short delay time and then a bunch of feedback.
Right.
And depending on the delay plugin you use, you can get some cool results. Or like in Silent, there's one, the chorus feedback sounds cool. It sounds like all metallic and weird.
Right. There's one here from Olive, and it was there anything about Harley that surprised you? Like, was there anything a bit quirky, a little bit interesting that not many people know?
Oh. Um, hmm. I don't know. I'm really trying to think. He I don't know. Because I really didn't know what to expect, like meeting him just like as a person. Um, so I was like, I don't know what he's gonna be like. But I guess I was just surprised, like that he's like as chill as he is. Um,
Yeah, right.
I feel like when I first met him, it was like I was kind of like nervous or like I was like, yo, after I meet him this first time, like I'm probably gonna like be annoying or something, and we're never gonna speak again. Um, and then we ended up speaking again, and we've continued to keep speaking. Um, so I don't know. I think I was just surprised that he's as chill and like as welcoming as he is.
Right.
That's not. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I thought he was going to be really mean or something. I just mean like how welcoming he's been was a good surprise to me.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty friendly dude. And you guys played some games together, hey, mid session, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, we weren't really getting anywhere like with music, so we just played some battlegrounds and
Oh
lost.
damn. So does he have the full PC setup or
Yeah, he had two PCs that we were able to play on.
oh that's sick.
So
So
yeah, we
no
played some of
wins,
that, and then
unfortunately.
oh what
So no wins.
you wait, I think we might have played just online. I think we did win. Yeah, we won one time.
Oh shit.
We definitely won once, I think. We might have won twice. I think we won twice in one night. Or
Far
that
out.
might be, I might be remembering incorrect, but we definitely have won once. But I think
And
we
that would
won
have
twice
just
in one night.
sparked so much creative insight into making the rest of Escape, I'm sure. It would have just given you so much
Yeah,
inspiration.
definitely,
And
definitely did.
that is why the track is the way it is, because of PUBG.
And
So
the two wins that we got, definitely that was that pulled. If you ever want to back on the other question, if you want to get out of a writer's block, just win like Fortnite or Battlegrounds or Apex or something. You'll be out of that writer's block for uh, the next 5 years.
because I feel like that's a bit of a block in itself. Like you're trying to get that win.
I'm
And then
trying to
once you get
win.
through that, you can get through anything. So
Yeah, you can get through anything. No, I don't know. I think I was just like, I don't know. I think I was just like, yo, let's go again. I think we lost after that. So I think it deflated it.
um
But yeah, we played some that. I guess that was kind of surprising. I didn't know if he played games or not.
yeah, yeah. No, I do. Like it's you never yeah. Um Here's one from Luna. Do
Mhm.
you work with Ableton or FL? I think you've said FL. But like would you ever make the jump to Ableton? And how was that with like Harley, who's a really heavy Ableton user? Was
Oh,
that an easy kind of transfer?
um, when I went over to his house one time, uh, he was like, "Yo, I downloaded FL20. I'm gonna try it out." I'm like, "Okay." And then I think he might have used it for. I don't know how long he ended up using it for, but um, I think he eventually did use it, and he like I don't know if he used it for more than like a half hour or something. But I know a little bit about Ableton, not a lot. The main thing that messes me up with Ableton is the grid on it. Because in
Right.
FL, it's kind of like there's the big markers that signify like 4 beats, and no matter how you zoom in, those will always be there. So you can kind of keep track of where every 4 beats are. But in Ableton, when you zoom in, and maybe I just have the settings wrong or something, but when you zoom in, the grid gets there's more lines in the grid when you zoom
Yeah.
in, and there's no marker of where 4 beats is. So I lose track of the rhythm entirely when I zoom in Ableton. So I can't write anything in Ableton because it's so confusing. So that's the
Um,
main thing. If like it's basically just like the pattern making and the piano roll is what I really don't like. But
mm,
I think everything else is better in Ableton, minus some stock plugins that aren't in Ableton.
yeah, like
But
the sausage fattener and stuff.
well, that's not. Sausage fattener doesn't come with FL.
um, Mackenzie Collins says, how does the experimentation work while working together? Like, do you plan it out, or does one person take the reins?
um, I don't know. We kind of just mess around until something sounds good. But for me, I'm always worried. Like, I'll work on something. I'll be like, is this good enough, or is he gonna like it? I don't know. So I'll always be kind of like anxious about like sending something because I'm like, I don't know if this is right for the song or like if I'm sending like, have I forgotten how to produce or like I don't know. I just get really like stuck on those kind of things. Um,
Hmm.
so it's usually just both of us kind of messing around, and it will be like one of us will come up with an idea and then we'll send it back to the other person, and then they'll work on it for a bit, and then they'll send the like he'll send back what he made, and if I'm like, oh, I have an idea, he'll send it back, or if I send something back and he's like, "Oh, I have an idea," then we'll like continue working on it. But sometimes, like recently, we've just been like talking about like ideas for songs, like concepts for songs. Like, what if it was like this type of song and then this happened in it? And we haven't even made it yet, but we're just talking about like what could sound cool.
Right. So the obvious question off that is there more Quiet Bison Flume collabs to come in the next?
Oh, um, hmm. If I ever finish something and send it back to him, then maybe. But
Right,
I'm
right. So there's nothing planned as of yet.
no, I gotta get to work and start working on more.
Right.
Um, but there's a few we're trying to like. There's a few things he sent that I have to work on that I think would turn into things if it's good enough.
Gotcha.
But actually, there's one that's kind of like a light collab. I think it's called Hollow on his album. Is one
Oh, okay.
I worked on that one, so that one's kind of like a light version of a collab. I don't
Oh,
know.
right, okay.
So there's elements there I worked on that are like some things. So that one is the closest to another collab.
To
Um,
escape to, right.
yeah, but it's not like a full on collab. But I did
Nice.
some stuff on it. So there's that one. So there will be another one on the album that has some uh stuttery 808s.
Gotcha. Jordan here asks, how do you go about finding some of the artists that featured on Dawn?
Oh, uh, I mean with Rio, um, Rio messaged me and was like, "Yo, I like your music." And I think he found my music on like SoundCloud or something. Um, and who else? There was Willow. Willow. It's all kind of random how I met those people. Um, Willow, I met because I was on a Drulu tour and I was opening for them, and their photographer did photos for someone who was Willow, and he was like, "You should reach out to them and work with them because they have a good voice." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then uh, it really just depends. Some people I've just met like just like through friends, um, and other one some of the people I worked with I forgot how I even met them originally. Um,
Right.
like I don't really remember how I met and worked with Bijou. Um, but like Daisy was friends with um, someone I know, so then we got in contact that way. And Fortune is friends with someone I know, so we got in contact that way. So it's kind of like that thing. I don't know. It's just like stumbling into meeting people, and then sometimes asking people if they want to work on something. I think I messaged TYGKO if he wanted to work on something.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
I
I
was
think
going
that's
to
how I
ask
met
how you
him.
guys got in contact.
Yeah, I think I messaged him like because I found him on SoundCloud. And I was like, he's kind of crazy. And then he
Yeah,
recorded
that's
vocals
Sandpaper.
over like a beat I sent him. I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah, Sandpaper's nuts. Like
And he has kind
that
of
is
an
my go-to-work
interesting.
tune.
Oh, what'd you say?
That is like the tune that I play when I'm driving to work to hype me up. Sandpaper, 100%. Go listen to it, guys.
That's your chicken dinner winner chicken dinner
Yeah,
battle royale winning
that makes
song.
makes me feel like a beast before I go and flip some burgers. So it's pretty good.
While you're drinking your G Fuel.
Yeah, yeah. While I'm drinking my
Yeah.
G Fuel and looking at Discord, so Um,
Um,
let's see.
but
I
yeah,
think
I just messaged him and I thought he had like a unique enunciation of words. Like the way he's rapped was interesting to me. So I was like, I want to work with this guy.
yeah,
And
right.
he's really
Yeah,
nice. So when we started working, it was like really easy to work with him because I think we just got along well.
um, let me just have a quick little read. Yeah, so someone just said how many tracks did you ditch while making Dawn? That was Snow Toucan. Shout
Oh,
out Snow Toucan.
in total, hmm, I think it might have been. I mean, I don't think it was that many. I think it was probably only like 7 or something.
Right.
Or no, it might have been 10. So it was like 40 tracks or something. But also there was other tracks that I was thinking about putting on it that were like not finished yet, but I was like, is the core idea of this good for an album? And I determined I think some of them were, but there was other ones I wanted to work on more at the time, and I need to rework the ones that I thought were good for an album. So there's some like
Right.
melodies, like chord progressions and stuff, and maybe some rhythms or like just some ideas that I'll probably come back to and work on again and probably release, but just didn't fit with the general vibe of the album or like the I or ones that I thought I eventually could make a better version of on a different album.
Right.
So not everything that was cut is like never going to come out.
One from A3R here is, when is a Quiet Bison sample pack coming? If there's not one already.
No, there isn't one already. I don't know. I just use splice drums and stuff anyways. So you can probably find most of the samples I use on Splice. You can probably
Yeah,
find like the like I pretty much use like one 808 and it's a John Casey 808 from his drill pack. And then like I I swear I use like the same kick all the time too. I don't know. But like a lot I guess if you want to find some of the samples I've used so far, I guess like the Ronnie J ones and any of the John Casey stuff I really like.
okay, okay. And we'll go to one more, I think.
All right.
Um, this one is from Jordan. Who are your
Mhm.
favorite non-EDM artists?
Oh, Tom York. Um, well, Tom York for sure. James Blake. I don't think he's really. I mean, he makes electronic stuff, but it's not like EDM. I guess Aphex Twin because he's more IDM than EDM. Um,
I love that term. Every time I hear it, it's
intelligent dance music.
intelligent dance music.
I think that's
And
what it
people,
means.
and it like it articulates what his music is so well as well. Like I listen to it and I go, yeah, this is really intelligent. This isn't, you know.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a it kind of sounds pretentious to me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Aphex Twins deserved it. If he's deserved being labeled as something that kind of sounds pretentious because he's crazy.
Yeah, he's a bit
And then like who else? I can't really think of that many right now. I don't listen to that much music. Like I
right.
make music a lot, but since I'm making music all the time, I don't end up listening to that much. I kind of just like I feel like if you make music, it doesn't necessarily mean you like listening to music. because you can like the process of just messing around and working on random stuff, but not like, I don't know. I just think I have ADHD. I don't know. I think I can't sit through a song and sit still.
Without breaking it down in your head.
Well, not even that. Just like I got to do something else. I got to eat something or like go somewhere or like do something. I don't know.
Crack a yerba
I gotta
and
always,
chill
yeah.
out.
I always got to do something. I don't
Yeah.
know. So making
All right.
music kind of is like a good thing to keep me focused on doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll call it there, man. I know it's like what's the time in Rome right now? It's one
It's
or
it's one
yeah.
oh eight. It's
Damn.
108.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll let you go, dude. Thank you so much for coming on. We love you here. Big shout out from everyone, and can't wait to have you back sometime, bro. Like, it's been great.
Yeah, I'll have to see if there's any. I might answer some more questions just in
In the chat,
in the
yeah, feel
chat
free.
in the
Go for it.
chat. Maybe I'll get to some eventually. There's a there's a lot of them.
There's a lot, yeah.
I wasn't expecting
Um,
that many. But
yeah,
how
that's
many?
great.
Wait, my phone's been up to my head this whole time. How many people are even in here? How many people are
There's
listening?
there's 100. There's about 100 right now, and there
The
was
hell?
yeah. So everyone was super hyped, and
There's 100 people
yeah,
still in here after an hour?
yeah. I know it's crazy.
Wait, let me look at
uh,
this. What the hell? Why are so many people still in here?
I know we were at 150 at the start.
What the?
Absolutely
Yo, these
nuts.
people could be like, yo, all of you guys could be doing something way more like fun than this. Than listening to me for an hour.
You can just stream Dawn, guys. What are you doing?
No, you could like, well, I mean, you could do that if I wanted to like sell my own music in here, but you could do something actually fun rather than listening to my music. You could like play like um here's some game recommendations. Play what games are wait, what games do you like? What have you been playing
Oh
recently?
man,
I
like I
played
used to be.
State of Decay 2 because it was on like that Xbox Game Pass thing.
Right.
That one's kind of a crappy game, but it's fun if you have people to play it with.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't given it a go yet, but I've seen some things about it, and it's like, I don't
I need
know.
to get
But
back on. I really like Valheim. I want to play that again.
that looks pretty cool, actually.
I
Yeah,
really like Valheim, the Viking stuff and like billing stuff.
yeah. I used to
Go
play. I
play
used to play a
Valheim.
CS. No, yeah, I've seen it. I really need to get it, but I used to like play a ton of CS before they changed the Dust 2 map, and
They
then
changed it.
yeah, they blocked off T like T mid peak from spawn, so you can't like peek down mid.
Wait, when did they change it?
And like late last year, and
Really?
I know I saw it come up as an
What the
update, and I
hell?
just went no. There goes all my hours, but I could never get out of silver anyway, so it didn't really matter. I may as well
Yeah,
have just started a new account.
I'm not good at that
But
game either. Oh, Overwatch is fun.
Overwatch is fun. Yes, Overwatch is good. I'll grab your Steam and we can have a little bit of it.
Oh, Overwatch is on the Activision thing, I think.
True. Yes, yes, but I think Valheim's on Steam, so
Oh,
we can
someone sent in the
probably.
chat. Someone sent in the chat. Valheim has had some good updates. I haven't played it
Okay,
since the update.
it might entice me to get my hands on it then. I've just got a really crappy gaming PC though. So
Oh,
like
you do?
it's from like 2016, this Lenovo laptop. So it's it
You
like
might be able to
hums
run
and
Valheim.
fires and sounds like
Valheim's
a
not
jet engine.
that intensive. You could probably run it.
All right. Yeah. No, I'll give it a go. How much is it?
I think it's like $20. I don't even think it's
Ah,
that much.
easy. I'm down.
Yeah, you
I'm
need to get
done.
Valheim. Valheim's crazy.
I'm in. Hang on.
Yo,
I'm gonna,
go go play Valheim. That's the takeaway from this Q&A thing. Go play
the
Valheim, go
entire
buy
length of this hour has reached
it.
the conclusion of go get your hands on
You know
Valheim.
what? All right, if I wanted to sell my music, go buy Valheim, play Valheim, and you can listen to my album while you're playing it.
Dope. All right, man. Well, we love you very much. We will
Thank you.
catch you soon.
All right. Thank you everybody for listening also this long.
I'm surprised. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Really, thank you a lot, everybody who is like still listening. And I will try to answer more questions. There's a lot though, but I will try to read through some.
Sweet. All right.
All right.
Catch you later, man. See you later,
Catch you
everyone.
later.
Thank you.
Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.